Good morning, everyone! Coming to you live here from the Magic Kingdom. We deliberately chose a frame that would only have us and the castle in it, but as you will see momentarily, there are quite a few people here today. We are here on what is currently a capacity day, and that could mean 25% capacity, could mean 30% capacity, could mean 50% capacity. We're not 100% sure. What we know is that they're not letting anyone else in who does not already have a reservation today. We would normally never, ever come to a theme park on a major holiday like Halloween. But because we knew capacity was limited, we figured that now might be our very best chance to explore Disney property during the Halloween season. So this is our first Disney Halloween. I don't know if it'll be our last or not. We'll have to see. But what we're expecting today are a lot of lines. It's unavoidable. A lot of fun, also unavoidable. And a happy Halloween. Pro tip on any Magic Kingdom day, but especially a major holiday like today, everyone is gonna flock immediately after gates open to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain maybe, but probably headed more towards Frontierland over to the left of the park.
Oh, I didn't know the
If
camera was
you head over into Tomorrowland, as we're about to do, you'll usually be able to jump on board some of the low-tier attractions immediately. Like, I'm hoping right now, even with a capacity day in effect, Buzz Lightyear has nobody in line. Not for nothing, but Tomorrowland is also my favorite land in this park. I could just sit here and listen to the background loop music all freaking day. And that would be my Disney day, and that would be fine. I just love it. Either Astro Orbiter isn't running or nobody's on it.
Yeah, it's not going currently.
It's dead presently. Well, Buzz doesn't have zero weight, but it doesn't have a long one, that's for sure. And people are abandoning the line. That worked out.
More trouble at Sector 9. Very spooky. Sworn galactic alliance, the evil Emperor Zurg.
I'm not doing so good. What? What? I am abysmally bad at this.
You see?
Yes! I didn't expect to do well. I just wanted to play. Next on the list is a ride that's typically going to get pretty backed up as the day goes on. Right now I'm seeing a posted wait of 30 minutes for Space Mountain. I'm betting we can beat that. This one we know because we remember it's a longer indoor queue. So we still have a bit of walking to do once we get in the building, but isn't she pretty? We're in the loading bay at about 20 minutes. If we board in the next 5, we will have beaten our time. Time. We've waited and waited, and the wait times have been sustainable so far. We've been on 1, 2, 3, 4 different attractions. Now we're gonna go ahead and submit to our very first super long wait of the day, which even this is really not that long by Disney standards. Here we come, Mine Train. Woo! And then we sway.
Sway, sway.
Oh! So crowds have definitely started to pick up here in the Magic Kingdom. It's about 2 o'clock. We've hit the point where we can no longer wait. We're hungry, we need food. So we normally try to wait until midday, a little bit after peak hours to grab food. This is about as close as we were gonna get. We were thinking like 2 or 3, it's 2 now. It'll work. So we put in a mobile order at Pecos Bill. We're on our way there now, crossing through Fantasyland into Frontierland, where hopefully we'll be able to find a table now that most people are out of the lunch queues and into the ride lines. Presently at Pecos Bills, which was an absolute disaster in terms of finding a table, but eventually we did. Just gotta poke around a little bit. We have got some nachos here, chicken nachos, and we've got a southwestern salad with chicken. We were gonna order some of the Halloween things, but the Hades nachos were apparently sold out. Which is a bummer, because they looked really, really good. They say that part of the magic of Disney is that everything you eat here is magically calorie-free.
You folks are wearing hats and glasses. Remove them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, it's good.
The sun is beginning to set on Frontierland and on the Magic Kingdom as a whole. We still have many hours left before the park closes, since this is one of the earliest opportunities to see the park after dark since COVID. But all of the golden hour moments are starting to gradually disappear. Haunted Mansion, of course, because it's Halloween, because it's inside, and because it's in keeping with the seasonal theme, is going to be the most popular attraction today, hands down. It's probably just going to be a 70 to 90 minute wait no matter what at this point in the day. We've just kind of been putting it off. Eventually we'll get to it. We're just not in a huge hurry because we know it's always going to be there. And the wait's pretty much always going to be the same. Bears! 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 Please, bear, don't get into the trash. Leave my canoe alone, bear!
Bear, please stop that! Please stop breaking my things!
Wild plot twist. Peter Pan was just posted at a 25-minute wait. Never, ever happens. Definitely jumping in this line. We have the very unpopular opinion here. Peter Pan is not worth a 40 to 60 minute wait under any circumstances.
And we have a hard time burning a fast pass for it.
Yeah, I get that it's nostalgic for a lot of people. Some people, Peter Pan is their favorite movie. I'm not one of those people.
We've seen what like the newer Peter Pan versions in other parks are like, and they just look way cooler.
Yeah, Disney
We
World
haven't
has got to
been in them,
catch
but
up.
we've seen them.
The animatronics in this ride need a little TLC. The effects aren't as wonderful as they were when we were kids, really. And that's all this thing has going for it is nostalgia. But it is one of those attractions that is worth doing if the wait is 25 minutes or less, which happens to be the case here. So here we are, Peter Pan's flight. Like a lot of other people, we've never actually seen this queue.
No.
We always fast pass Peter Pan and walk right onto the ride. Tinkerbell, look! Tink! Over here, Tinkerbell! Solid 25 minutes. Thank you very much. This one? Pixie dust. Here we go. Again, great ride. Just not one that's worth waiting an hour for.
Couldn't leave the Magic Kingdom without trying one of the Halloween exclusive treats. This is the Poor Unfortunate Souls Sundae, which is going in and out of focus constantly. Anyway, it's got a layer of Coke, some blackberry syrup, and apparently this is cream cheese.
That's the
Ice
only part
cream.
that seems a little bit circumspect to me. The
And
cream
it is
cheese.
already melting, so I'm gonna eat it.
It's dissolving way faster than we can possibly eat it.
Well, it's a good thing they came with a straw.
It's good though.
Yeah. Oh my god,
weird.
my face! Ugh.
So we pretty much devastated this now. It's getting to be mostly Coke down there at the bottom.
Well, actually, it's mostly melted ice cream, I think.
Perhaps now, because of the Coke.
I mean,
still don't know what the crown's made of,
I don't know. I have a feeling it's edible.
but
I
you're
don't know.
scared to try it?
You know what?
You're scared to try and fail?
Let's see. We'll find out if it's plastic or dough or sugar. Well, it's hard as a rock, so I'm guessing I'm not supposed to eat this.
It's wax.
Fair warning. It will turn your tongue and lips blue.
Well, we were thinking about doing the Enchanted Tiki Room, but we were just informed via Instagram that a fire has broken out at Pecos Bills, where we ate earlier this afternoon. Hope we didn't cause it. That has temporarily closed two nearby attractions, the Enchanted Tiki Room and the Country Bears Jamboree. So we won't be able, we weren't going to do the Country Bears because
It's just not.
but we were going to do Tiki Room, and I don't know whether or not we'll have the chance today, because we don't know what the extent of the damage from that small fire would be. It could be back up and running in 5 minutes, we don't know. But for the time being, what we're going to do, since the Pirates of the Caribbean wait time has been a fairly consistent 45 minutes, we're going to head over there. We're going to work our way through that line. We're going to enjoy some time with our piratey crew. And then we'll figure out the rest as we go. Sun is set, or setting at the very least. Dark is coming. Halloween is in the air still, and we still have several hours before we need to turn in from the park. So we're going to make the most of it.
This is our first time stepping into Adventureland.
No, it's not. We were here in February for after hours,
You
and
didn't
we
let me
went
finish
to...
my statement. I said this is our first time stepping into Adventureland today.
You've planned this deliberately, haven't you? In my book, it's always going to go Tomorrowland, and then Adventureland, and then every other land. So this is my second favorite land. We start in my favorite land, and then we work our way around the loop to eventually land in my favorite land. And now we're here, in my second favorite land.
I just like all of them.
She's a land lover. So I have my doubts that this is going to be a 45-minute wait. By which I mean I think it's going to be a much longer wait, based on the crowd volume alone. But
I mean, it moves.
it does move, but this isn't an Omni-Mover attraction, so they gotta load and unload each time. And if anything goes wrong with the boats, as has happened at least once today, we're all hosed for a couple minutes while they
Man, you
figure it out.
really just like to absolutely tempt fate with your big sea social. That's like the third one today.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. The sun is down, the lights are up, and Disney After Dark on Halloween begins now. Great! Googa Mooga, the Haunted Mansion line starts in Frontierland. Thank you. A cast member at the end of the line said it was about a 45-minute wait. MDE is showing 40. I would be willing to bet it's probably closer to 50, if not 55, just by the wait or the length of the line alone.
It was much longer before it said it was a longer line.
Yeah, it's come down from 70 minutes at the peak of the day, so now was definitely the time to do it if we were going to do it. Behold, the extended queue.
Where does that weave back up to?
The Haunted Mansion.
Well, yeah. Oh, I see. It goes back up that way.
What an adventure we have before us. They say that every day's a new one. We have hit the Omnimover floor, and we definitely were not in line for 45 minutes. Probably closer to 35.
35, yeah.
Not bad at all. I'm so glad we waited to do this last.
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourines. Creepies and crawlies, toads in a fun. Let there be music from regions beyond. Do not dare do us harm.
Oh my god. That paint job is everything at night. Magic Kingdom is open for another 45 minutes. The crowds are starting to collect here on Main Street and in the Central Plaza area. It is 100% apparent to me that we're gonna spend our last 45 minutes just taking pictures and videos of the castle because it looks awesome. Holy moly. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for us here from the Magic Kingdom on Halloween Day. Nowhere near as many crowds in the lines as I anticipated.
Yeah.
Which is saying something because I anticipated quite a lot of lines and quite a lot of crowds. But
it was surprising how much we got done today.
We got almost every classic Disney attraction done today. We didn't do Dumbo, we didn't do Small World.
According to what's important to us.
Yeah, Jungle Cruise we would have done if it hadn't closed early. It actually closed 2 hours before the park did, I guess just because it's hard to run those tours at night.
Yeah.
But we got so much done. And by the way, there is so much magic here, Halloween or not. Every other day here is magical. You just have to let yourself believe it's magical. You can't come in with the expectation that everything's going to be horrible.
Also, you can't come in thinking it's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, things are different.
Just
the whole year is
ride
different
it
everywhere
out.
you go. Come in with
let
an
it-
open mind.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes Disney so magical is that in this little pocket universe, it's easy to believe that tomorrow can be a better day. And as long as you come with that expectation and you hold that inside of you throughout the day, every second can be magical. There is so much magic to be found here. We have had a wonderful time, and we still have 2 more park days here before we have to head home. But tonight was the big show, the Halloween event, where we had sold out capacity, and literally we are at capacity in this park. Again, I am so shocked that we got done as much as we did. We are tired, but we have had an amazing day, and we have done literally everything that we set out to do on our personal list.
Yep.
So we're excited now to go back to our hotel, kick off our shoes, eat some junk food, and fall asleep.
Yes.
Good night, stay safe, happy Halloween, and remember, every day's a new adventure! That's enough of that!
Or like some kind of weird